If you'd like to see more of our videos, please subscribe to our channel on YouTube or follow us here on Instagram. Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMtrading. Today's November 26, 2019. And today is Tuesday morning. So looking at the major economic events of the day out of the United States, we have consumer confidence number coming out at 7 p.m. South African time. Now, this is a very important number, especially as we're going into the holiday season. Again, just to mention it once more time, Thanksgiving holiday is on this Thursday, so markets will be affected. Some of the markets will be closed. But Thanksgiving to the Christmas vacation, it's really a massive consumer spending time. So this number is going to weigh in a lot. Now, looking at the markets, currencies are pretty much unchanged, really flat, I mean, across the board. But looking at the Dow Jones, we had a tremendous rally. And this is why you have to focus and refocus your thing on things that are trading. So in this case, it's the Dow Jones and the U.S. stock market. And the Dow Jones rallies to its highs before pairing gains as it hit its all-time high once more. Commodities, gold continued sliding while the Dow Jones continues to rally. And looking at the stocks, we saw the Bank of America on the brinks of breaking higher, and Intel on multi-year resistance, and it looks like it wants to break out. We're going to take a look at that as well. And lastly, looking at Bitcoin bouncing off that lower support. But let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. For the sake of covering, I'm going to just show you. I mean, this is really in a tight range. Euro USD, we're trading at 114. We were at 125 yesterday. So really, nothing doing there, okay? We are in that second support. I do expect it to bounce off of it. But again, it's been very quiet. However, let's jump into the commodities. We're looking at gold actually sliding down to this close to that support level of 1448. Now, I do imagine if the Dow Jones continues to go higher and break out higher, we will break this support level. So just keep that in mind as this continues to trade. Now, you got to keep an eye on both things and to see how they capitulate, how they move on momentum. And that's really an important element. Now, looking at that Dow Jones, this is what I'm talking about. Yesterday, we had this gap and go. All right, really a great gap and go. This was our gap right there. That was our gap. And then we just kept on going higher. Okay, now looking at the height of it, okay, we really hit our all-time highs and then a little some, okay, to 135, and then pairing it to 2804. Now, I think this is an intraday move where, you know, you have this massive rally, a little bit of a retracement, and hopefully a continued rally. Okay, so it did test that double top, so this does look like as if it's, you know, somewhat getting weaker, but when you look at the stocks, it's not. Okay, it really is getting much stronger. So let's take a look at some of the stocks, looking at that Bank of America, looking for that breakout. Okay, now it's at the brinks of breaking higher, and this is what I'm talking about right there. You can see that it's above its previous high with a candle. Not just over here we have a wick, but over here, right in there, you can see it just faintly, we have a candle. So that means that there's bona fide buying, there's continuation, there's some momentum. And if this breaks out on the high side, I would imagine JP Morgan will continue breaking out higher as well. Now, looking at Intel, okay, this is a multi-week, okay, graph of Intel. Okay, we're actually looking at a weekly chart, as you can see up here. That's a weekly chart of Intel stock. Now, Intel makes a lot of chips that go into computer products. And you can see that we hit a high back here in 2018 of May, about a year and a half ago. And then we hit our high last year in February. And then this is our high once again. Now, at this stage, I expect it to really break higher. Now, it's flirting a little bit higher. You can't see it so well on this graph, but ultimately it is, you know, with a candle, just like I mentioned with Bank of America, the candle is actually on the high side, and this is also forming a candle on the high side. So with that said, you know, you can see it a little bit clearer here, where you have some of that momentum actually picking up. Now, if this breaks 58, this is going to break out, you know, even higher. Now, the last time this has been in these areas, okay, you could faintly see it, okay? I'm going to bring you back to the year 2000 when this was trading at $75, okay? So it's taken 20 years for this thing to really rally back to where it was in 2000 year 1999. Okay, this is a tremendous rally for Intel. So keep that in mind as we go into today's session and going into next week, because once this breaks out, and you gotta know a little bit historically about this in order to anticipate future results. So that's why I'm highlighting this. Now, some of the other stocks are remaining strong. Okay, if we look at Apple, it's back to its 265-ish level off of its 267-ish level, but still strong. You could see that the market's still very strong. Looking at Microsoft, same story. We're back on its highs at 150. So I do expect the markets to go higher. Now, like it's already been said several times, they're taking their rotation. If it's not Apple today, it's Microsoft. It's not Microsoft, it's JP Morgan or the FANG stocks, etc. So just be aware of that as we go into today's session. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish everybody a great trading day. Thank you.